Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to give you a deep dive trailer review part 1 of episode 13 of ABO Desire the series. If you've been following along, you know this show thrives on tension, misunderstandings, and that slow build of intimacy that keeps us hooked week after week. But this time, we're zooming in on one of the most complex and exciting pairings in the series, huang and Shaoyou. Their romance has been simmering in the background, but episode 13's trailer finally hints at a breakthrough, or at least, a shift in the dynamic that might change everything. Let's break it down together. The trailer opens with a quiet but loaded moment. Huang brings up Shaoyou's father's medicine. Right away, the tone feels different. Shaoyou freezes, suspicion flickering in his eyes. We've known from past episodes that he doesn't trust easily, and especially not someone with Huang's reputation. On the outside, Huang is the feared head of X Holdings, someone the world paints as cold and ruthless. But here, he shows something completely different: understanding, reassurance, and genuine care. Instead of playing power games or using Shaoyou's father's illness as leverage, Huang reveals that he has already arranged for help. He even offers to accompany Shaoyou to the hospital. This small act sets the stage for what this episode is really about: trust, vulnerability, and how love can grow even between two people who should be enemies. What makes this scene so impactful is the clash between reputation and reality. Everyone, including Shaoyou, has heard the rumors about Huang. He's supposed to be heartless, manipulative, someone who only acts for personal gain. But here we see a man who looks at Shaoyou with warmth, someone who is willing to step back from the ruthless image and instead be considerate. This is where the romance takes a big step forward. Shaoyou can't reconcile what he's been told with what's happening in front of him. He's left confused, almost guilty for assuming the worst. And that's exactly what pulls us into their story. As the trailer continues, we're hit with one of the most intimate yet understated moments between them. They end up in the car together, legs brushing, shoulders pressed close. It's subtle, but the physical closeness speaks volumes. Shaoyou doesn't push him away completely. Instead, he tolerates Huang's presence. This is a man who normally rejects anyone getting too near, yet here he is, riding side by side with someone who unsettles him in ways he doesn't want to admit. Their body language tells us more than words ever could. Shaoyou is tense, caught between resistance and surrender, while Huang sits there quietly, letting the closeness happen naturally. It feels like a glimpse into a relationship that's still fragile but undeniably real. The trailer also gives us a sharp reminder of the outside world watching them. Chen Pinming, one of Shaoyou's colleagues, notices something strange. His boss's walk seems off, and there's a faint glow under the inhibitor patch on his neck. This little detail sparks speculation. Could it mean the bond between Shaoyou and Huang is affecting him physically? Could it hint at something deeper, like suppressed emotions or a connection neither of them is ready to face? The mystery of the glowing patch keeps us on edge, adding that supernatural twist the series is famous for. But the real highlight comes when Huang tries to support Shaoyou, only to be brushed off harshly. Most people in his position, rejected and even struck, would lash out or retreat in anger. But Huang does the opposite. Instead of growing cold, he rubs the back of his reddened hand and looks at Shaoyou with a mixture of sweetness and hurt. He even whispers, "Mr. Sheng, it hurts." This line might sound simple, but in the context of their relationship, it's groundbreaking. It shows Huang's willingness to be vulnerable in front of the very man who thinks he's a monster. He lets himself appear fragile, human, even delicate. And that vulnerability is exactly what starts to melt Shaoyou's walls. Shaoyou, of course, reacts with his usual sharp tongue. He snaps back, saying if Huang is afraid of pain, he should just leave. On the surface, it's cruel. But when you watch closely, you see the contradiction in his eyes. He can't help but look at Huang's red hand, his delicate skin, the way it bruises so easily. For the first time, Shaoyou sees him not as an opponent, not as a threat, but as someone worth protecting. It's this conflict between his words and his feelings that makes the dynamic so addicting to watch. The trailer brilliantly captures Shaoyu's internal struggle. He knows Huang is strong, he's seen it firsthand. This is someone who can lift heavy furniture with ease, someone who could crush him if he wanted to. But instead, Huang shows softness, tenderness, and even a kind of playful innocence. That's what drives Shaoyou crazy. How can someone so powerful also be so delicate? How can someone he should fear make him feel this pull toward compassion? That tension is what makes their relationship the most exciting romance to follow right now. And let's not forget how the trailer ends. Shaoyou tries to harden his heart, convincing himself that Huang doesn't need his pity. He tells himself that someone this strong doesn't deserve his softness. But the look on his face betrays him. Deep down, he's already shaken. Huang has found the cracks in his armor, and it's only a matter of time before those walls completely fall. From a storytelling perspective, Episode 13's trailer is a masterclass in building romance through contradiction. We see Huang's reputation as ruthless shattered by his actions, while Shaoyu's facade of cruelty crumbles under his growing care. Their scenes are filled with subtle physical closeness, sharp words laced with hidden affection, and small acts of kindness that carry enormous emotional weight. This is exactly the kind of slow burn, tension-heavy romance that fans of BL series crave. What makes this pairing stand out in the larger narrative of ABO Desire the series is that it doesn't rely on grand gestures or declarations. Instead, it thrives on these quiet, charged moments where every glance, every brush of skin, every word carries double meaning. The trailer shows us that love doesn't always come in loud confessions. It sometimes grows in silences, in unspoken care, and in the contradictions between how we act and how we truly feel. So, what can we expect when the full episode drops? I think we're heading straight into a turning point for Huang and Shaoyou. The seeds of trust are being planted, even if Shaoyou doesn't want to admit it yet. We'll likely see more push and pull, more moments where Shaoyou tries to resist but finds himself caring despite his best efforts. And Huang, with his mix of strength and vulnerability, will continue to win us, and Shaoyou, over with his quiet persistence. In conclusion, Episode 13's trailer promises an emotionally packed ride for fans of this pairing. It's not just about romance, but about challenging perceptions, breaking down walls, and letting love grow where it's least expected. Huang and Shaoyu's relationship is shaping up to be one of the most captivating arcs in the series, and if this trailer is any indication, we're about to witness the moment their romance truly begins to bloom.